For this episode, I'm in the main sanctuary, and the light is fading. In this series on stained glass, we began in episode 1 by looking at the stained glass from the outside of the church. There are braces like rays of the sun, and there's a cross that's a bit subtle, but it's there. And there are squiggledy lines that you're not sure what they are. And we noted that it's only when you come inside that you suddenly see all of this beauty and vibrant color. I was making the point that you can't see much of the stained glass from the outside. But it occurs to me, that's not entirely true. It may be true in the daytime, but what about at night? When we're inside and the lights are on, the light shines through to the outside, and all of the wonderful stained glass is visible. Well, we obviously don't leave all of the lights on all night long. But in the main sanctuary, we have spotlights mounted on the inside at the roof. And the light shines from the inside to the outside all night long. And the stained glass is visible to the outside. Now, obviously, the effect is not the same. The colors are more muted at night compared to the broad daylight. Because the inside light coming through the glass is dimmer than the sun. But even though the light is dimmer, that does not mean that all this effort is a waste. Our stained glass is a beautiful gift to the neighborhood and all who drive by. It has the capacity to grab your attention. Now, there have been times when the bulbs were either burned out or there was some other problem. So the window was dark at night for a few years. But then God moved upon the heart of someone in the church to get this working again. It actually took quite a lot of effort, but the results were wonderful. And many people have expressed their gratitude for this beautiful gift. I've been thinking about the nighttime stained glass, and it occurs to me that this is a picture of the kingdom of God. In John 8:12, Jesus said, "I am the light of the world." So Jesus is like the sun. He's the real deal. And when He shines through, we see the beauty of truth and the gospel and the reality of God's revelation of Himself. And that bright light from the light of the world can change any heart. But in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus also said to His followers, "You are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and then puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see, so that everyone will praise your Father who is in heaven." Now, Jesus' words challenge us. Obviously, He is the light of the world, light with a capital L. But if we know Jesus, His light shines through us. And so we also become lights to the world. That is, lights with a little l. I know our light is not the same as His. We're broken, fallible people who still have a long ways to go. We mess up, we fail people, we let them down, and yes, sometimes we even harm the kingdom of God in the world. But as followers of Jesus, His love, His grace and mercy, and His service still flow through us, in spite of us, broken though we may be, to a hurting world, especially if we can get our flesh out of the way and seek to live according to the truths of God's kingdom. So obviously, our light is not as bright as that of Jesus, but it's still light nonetheless. God chooses to reveal himself to the world through his people. And you know, even a relatively dim light shines in the darkness. You and I are like that stained glass window at night. And our light, dim though it may be, still has the capacity, the amazing capacity, to touch people's lives by revealing the truth of who God is. And that is the astounding part of the gospel. Broken people reaching broken people with the grace of a good God. This is Pastor Ronnie Bearden. See you next time inside the stained glass.